Well, it's been pretty mild over the last few days. These bitter cold days are going to make a comeback, though, now that December is underway. You know, it is easy for me and you to keep warm, jackets, gloves, scarves, but for a lot of our animals, not quite the case. They're often left outside without proper shelter, and our next guests are working to change that. David Fitzgerald is the Executive Director of the Humane Society of Wycomico County. Pam Lynch is the founder of the Doghouse Project. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. This is a really big thing that a lot of people kind of overlook sometimes, I guess. So how does spreading the word help?
Well, if we can spread the word to the community, number one, don't feel bad about reporting something to the animal control officers. That's going to be a great help, so the animal control officer can go out and solve the problem, whether it's unfortunately having to take the dog sometimes.
Right.
But we would rather, if we have a doghouse that we could donate to the person, that would be a wonderful thing, and that's where Pam comes in with this Doghouse Project. So we can hopefully have 10 or 12 doghouses available at the Humane Society to give to a needy person.
Pam, tell me about the Doghouse Project. What is it?
Well, actually, I saw a segment back in September where there was a dog that was chained out in bad weather and there was rain inside the crate, and I'm like, we need to do something about this. People need to be educated and know that that is not the proper shelter when water's all inside the crate. And I know there used to be a gentleman here in town years ago that donated dog houses, and I'm not even sure if he's still alive now, but I thought maybe we could get this going again through the community, maybe Boy Scouts, retired folks. And actually, there is a gentleman, Dale Deckert, I think is his name, Deckhart is his name, and I met him through cardiac rehab at the hospital, and he loves building things, and he's built the first doghouse for us. So I'd like to get it out in the community to see if we can get others interested in doing this.
So you've got one so far, but you're looking to build more.
Yes.
It's important, the reason you're bringing up the Doghouse Project, it's important to understand that a crate is not an outdoor shelter for an animal.
No, the doghouse has to have a secure place to be held. That's number one. The weight, a crate's going to blow around in the weather. If you build a nice sturdy wooden doghouse, it's going to have a solid roof on it with ventilation for the summer and the winter. It's going to have a floor in it. It's going to have solid sides. And again, with the weight being wood, it's not going to blow around in the windy weather that we get here on the Eastern Shore.
Right. So you're looking for someone with a little bit of skill, but it's not necessarily cheap to make a good doghouse either.
And we've got a volunteer group at Parkside High School, the Career Development Center. So we're really at the point where we have the builder in place, because the students over at the local Career Development Center are going to build these for us. Now we need the building materials. So we're going to put a list on our website and let you put it on the Delmarva Life website,
right,
so we can get donations of either the building supplies or monetary donations, and then we'll go buy the building supplies. So we have the building taken care of, the builder. We just need the supplies. So once we get that, we'll have the project going along real well.
That's terrific. Now, if we see an animal that's out in the weather and such, it really does make a difference to call in, right?
Sure it does. And please call right away. We have a lot of times, including this morning where I answered the animal control line, when someone called and said this has been going on 2 or 3 weeks. Please call our animal control line, and that's 410-749-1070, as soon as you see something. Okay. We only have 2 animal control officers for the entire county, so it might take us a couple days to get there, so it's important to call early.
Right, and we're not just talking about the cold weather that we know is coming up sooner or later, but summer is going to come back around again.
Yes, yes, and the heat, that's why it's important to build a doghouse with some ventilation. They can get in and out of the sun and still have a cool breeze that goes through the doghouse.
Okay, so we've got Doghouse Project, we're talking dogs, but we're also talking any animal,
yes,
right, in general.
Absolutely.
So be careful of that. Thank you so much for David.
Thank you for having
coming
us
in this afternoon. Wonderful information to share. Looks like it's going to be a good project, good hobby for somebody. If you'd like information on the Doghouse Project, including more on how you can help, just go to delmarvalife.com and click on the show tab.
Up next on Delmarva Life, from your time to your money, how you can save this holiday season. Plus, we'll get some savings tips from you, our viewers. And while we're talking savings, you still have time to get today's Delmarva Life Daily Deal. Today's deal, $49 for an Invisalign exam and more from American Dental Care in Dover. Don't forget, you can get the Daily Deal on delmarvalife.com or download our free Delmarva Life Daily Deal app for your iPhone, iPad, or Android. Now you can get our great deals right in the palm of your hand.